All right, good morning, good morning. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome in to a sunny Friday morning. It's gorgeous here. Excuse me, in Colorado, it is October 3rd, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Crypto Info. And guys, please tap like and subscribe if you don't mind on the way in. Today we are covering, of course, XRP's ETFs. Why wouldn't we be? What in the heck else is everybody wondering about? It's ETFs. It's crypto. In the crypto space right now, it's Clarity Act. It's ETFs. It's what's going on with Bitcoin and where it's going, and what's happening with Ethereum and Solana. And this is what people want to know. These are the big things. The big three or four, including X, are ETFs, Clarity Act, and we are going to cover ETFs today. We're going to be doing a lot more in Clarity Act moving forward as well, because this is what we need to know about in the crypto space. Head on a swivel. Everything changes in crypto in a heartbeat. Turkey base, welcome in. Guys, crypto is ready to turn a corner. For those of you who have been paying attention, yes, this is speculation and this is a guess. This is what we do. This is what everybody does in investing. We take our best educated guess, of course. We do the best that we can. We never know. I mean, come on. We don't know what happens in the crypto space or in any space, in any asset class. We have an idea, and then we hedge our bets based on that. That's what everybody does when we invest. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. You got to talk to your RIA for that. But please tap like and subscribe. Hit the Caleb link down below, and let's get going. Today's episode, if you've ever asked, when do XRP ETFs go live besides the REX-Osprey, which we know broke records, 27.7 million in 90 minutes or something, and 37 million that day. Okay, so REX-Osprey spot ETF broke records, we know. But if you've ever asked what the heck's going on with these things, and a wave of others are lining up behind them, of course, today we're going to unpack which ones, which dates, how much money. But first, I have to blow my nose, and I don't want you guys to hear it and be grossed out. So let me just quickly blow my nose because I'm not doing it on air. Hang on one second. And we're back. All right. Thanks for that. Hey, what's going on there? Totally awesome, Monsager. And how's everybody doing? Yeah, I didn't want to do a Hulk on you, a crypto Hulk, and blow my. I wanted to keep it clean on you. Sorry. Now here's the deal. Several spot ETFs are in the SEC pipeline, as we know. We've got a bunch of them. Wait, hold on now. Hold on. Oh, hang on. I had to throw this silly thing on. All right, here we go. Here's the dilly willies. Here comes the whiteboard. I love this freaking whiteboard. It says something. I don't know if you can even see this whiteboard, huh? Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. All right, here's the deal. Welcome into Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy, with this crazy guy in the morning that yells at you about how crypto's going to the freaking moon. Excuse me, what does this guy know? What do I know about crypto? You know what I mean? What does anybody know? How do I know it's going to go crazy? How does Tank know that this stuff's going? He keeps saying it's going to, go to $3, $5. It's at 2 cents. I mean, what's this guy talking about? Come on. Yeah, he's giving us 2 cents, but come on. This stuff's at VeChain's at 2 cents. Come on. There was this guy. Who is he? Who is this guy? Who is this moon boy? Turkey base, welcome in. Monsager, everybody. Where's Monsager saying 6 of them on the 18th? Let's see. I hope so. Can you imagine if we get 6 all at once? Holy shape. It's going to be crazy. Now, look, you've seen a side of Tank thus far. Everybody know before we get into the... Don't worry, I'm going to get into the episode. Relax. I know I hear people in the comments, he doesn't get to the app. Don't worry. You're going to get a smiley guy moving forward as this stuff starts to go up. You've not really seen me smile constantly, but you're going to. It's going to be hilarious. But why is this guy really smiling? He's delivering the information now, but he's constantly got this huge smile on his face. What's he doing? Because all his stuff went to the frickin' moon. That's what he's doing. All right, not a financial advisor. One spot, and you guys too. I know. Oh, I know. We're on this ride together, and this is fun. We're all going to be smiling, huge smiles. This stuff's going crazy. I'm not a financial advisor. I know the truth of it. One spot, XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum ain't the half of it, people. And neither is Solana. And I got all the three of them. I mean, come on. Guys, that's not the half of it. Please, people, please. Oh, my goodness. Where's my soapbox? Oh, I'm already on it. People, please. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an opinion giver. This stuff's going to the frickin' moon. Basically any crypto. Throw a dart at it coming up here. Throw a dart at any crypto. Which crypto should I get? It doesn't matter. Just buy anything. You know what I mean? For a period of time. Then those will crash. Crash Rooney. Crash skis. Be nowhere. Go nowhere. A lot of those that did that. This next bull market, height of this next bull market, I think we all know that. But the winners will keep going, right? The Googles, the Amazons will keep going. One spot XRP ETF, you know the REX-Osprey ETF, killing it on the Cboe. Launched on September 18th. We know we were found. We've got a bunch of others coming, though. Several other spot ETFs are coming. We like the spot. In the future, we'll take two, but we love a spot. We love holding the actual asset for you. SEC pipeline, here we go. We got Bitwise. We got 21 shares, we got CoinShares. We got 21 shares, CoinShares, WisdomTree, Grayscale. Who else we got? We got Franklin Templeton. There's a whole slew of others. But these are our basics up here on the board, just giving me an opportunity to pull this pointer out and point and tap at something. Now, look, critically, the SEC changed the rules we know on September 18th and allowed generic listing standards for spot crypto ETFs, shortening timelines. Now, this is why we're going to see more action, too, by the way. If you're wondering what happened, I'm not giving you that finger like that. I'm showing you that finger. This guy, now he's flipping us off. What's he doing? Yeah, he drew, one of those T25, those star bits, with the drill gun. I was trying to screw something. I drilled it through my finger pretty hard. Pretty good. Pretty deep. Yeah, that was fun. So apologize for my looking like a... Now look at, here's the deal. This XRPR, this AUM, I'll get the comments in a sec, guys. Hang on one sec. This AUM fund assets, issuer page shows 77.6 mil with 3.17 million shares outstanding. And that's as of October 1st. Now, trading volume, XRPR posted largest first day volume, as we know, 37.7 million right upon launch, 27 million or so in the first 90 minutes, breaking records, one-day records. What do you think is going to happen with these XRP ETFs? You think they might be a little bit desirable? You think they might be a little bit palatable that somebody wants them breaking records in that first XRPR? Price context, it's a question. Post-list pullback, 6 to 7% from one-day print, has been noted by press. Common for new crypto ETFs as market makers stabilize spreads and flows. Now, in plain English, what this means is XRPR exists, trades on Cboe, and has tens of millions in the wrapper. So it's the proof of concept. The rest are, of course, going to follow the rest of the XRPs and the other ETFs. And Doge crushed it that day, too. That first day on the 18th, the Doge ETF and the XRPR did 58 mil that day. Pretty sure it's 58 mil. Here are the spot style XRP ETF efforts and where each stands straight from the SEC exchange docs. Now, the first one, numero uno, Bitwise. Now, for Bitwise, initial S1 is filed. Is filed as of October 2nd. Amendment S was done August 22nd, 2025. Latest public draft says status today is S1 awaiting effectiveness under new generic listing regime. Because now that S1's filed, as you know, this new ruling, now they sit there and wait, and now there's no fight or argument. They fast track right through. I don't know if you got, I don't know how many people are paying attention to changes that have been happening, and there's things that I miss, of course, too, but that's a crucial one that we don't want to miss. That's crucial. The way we get approved by the SEC has changed completely. Very much simpler now. Now, number 2, of course, 21 shares. 21 shares. Spot S1A filed August 22nd, August 22nd, 2025. Cboe BZX listing anticipated, coming shortly to a theater near you. Please grab your popcorn. Status S1 on file. Awaiting effectiveness, listing steps under the new rules as mentioned earlier. CoinShares, XRP ETF spot. S1 filed January 24th, 2025. Ooh, in early. We got a CoinShares coming up here because the SEC only has, 240 total days. It's 90 days with a 45-day extension. I believe that they are able to have something like that. So 140 days. Whatever that day, that amount is, don't start making my face tweak like AI, because then I have to access my memory bank so deeply and I start tweaking. S1 filed January 24th, 2025. NASDAQ 19B notice published February 25th, 2025. Federally registered. So status poised. The status is it's poised to use the generic standards path, as course, as we mentioned before, that easy track to get your filing now with the SEC. That has just changed, by the way, to list on NASDAQ once S1 is effective. Now we're going to get to number 4. By the way, I'm missing other comments. Sorry, guys. XDC is getting ETFs as well. You're totally right. Totally awesome will not let us miss XDC, and neither will I. Because you know what? We are all about the 3 X's on the channel. Now, look, YouTube, we have to focus on the algorithm and strictly focus. Look, we're doing XRP. We're doing crypto, but inside that, it's XRP more. Okay, so we can find our audience. It's kind of the 3 X's for us. It's XLM, XRP, XDC. We're kind of throwing out HBAR almost into that now. It's almost a quattro. Those 4 that open the door. Totally tried to rhyme on purpose. That was so dumb. But yeah, guys, we got to get real about this. It really is kind of these 3 X's. Hey, totally awesome. Don't forget XLM. So WisdomTree, number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I don't number them, I don't know where they are. Number 4, WisdomTree XRP spot S1 filed December 2nd, 2024. Another earlier. Status S1 on file. Action window widely reported for late October 2025. But wait, I got it. Halloween. I'm dressing up as an XRP ETF. I think I'm going to do the WisdomTree. I had to pause after I said that, just so everybody can grasp the impactfulness and what that might look like. Me dressed up in an XRP coin or something as an XRP ETF. Maybe I'm a futures ETF. Maybe I'm that ETP that I'm a piece of paper. I'm an XRP futures ETF for Halloween. Anyway, Grayscale XRP Trust numero 5 has to be the last one. Yes, I found it quickly. XRP. This is a trust, guys. Conversion track. Here's the ETF conversion track for this one, guys. New York Stock Exchange ARCA 19B4 filed January 30th, 2025. Proposed to list shares of Grayscale XRP Trust as an ETF. Status 19B track exists now, harmonized with the SEC's new generic listing regime. Boy, do I love it. Boy, does this make me happy. Thank you for the new generic listing regime, SEC. By the way, do you all realize how grateful we ought to be to the SEC right now and run over there and go shake everybody's hand and give them a nice box of chocolates or something? I don't know. Give them something. Come on, you see what they just did? Are your eyes open? The SEC's new generic listing regime just made our crap go way up to the moon high coming up over the next years because they did that. You get it? We should go over there and give them a gift. All right, we shouldn't because of what they just did to us recently, but they just hooked us up nicely. Now let's make a note here. Various roundups show additional filers and tentative decision windows around October 18th to the 25th. So, those are consistent, of course, with the SEC's accelerated pathway post-September 18th, always anchor to the S1 19B4 docs, of course, because once those are in order, according to the SEC's new generic listing regime, I feel like I had a hair in my mouth. It lost my effect. Oh, yeah, you got those covered. And you got some winners. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Do not or buy or say anything I say or do. My position and role and job is to try to be colorful and interesting and funny and give us market updates and let us know what the heck's going on with the markets and, things like that. Bring out a whiteboard, try to be fun, do my little T-Rex point. That's the idea. Let's get over to the markets and see what in the world is going on with crypto today. Oh, that's our optics on the channel. I don't want to give you that. You can see it, but you're not interested in that. What you want to know, I did it again. I did it twice. This is what happens when you're not ready, tanker. Need to get yourself prepared, buddy. All right, crypto market at 4.13 trillion. Oh my gosh, I think the studio's on fire. What's going on? Guys, Bitcoin's at 120,407. Watch how much time I spent on this screen today. Now that everything's going. Everything's ready to crank. Everything's ready to crank, says the tank. Watch. Look at the hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time. Hammer time. Look at the hammer. That might be copyright. Although I horribly did that there's no way that is going. Hammer time. Hammer time. Boom, 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 boom. You see the hammer right there? Oh, this crap's ready to fucking crank today, baby. Get loud, get excited, and get happy. Oh, crap. We're going to be printing a hammer right here coming up very shortly now, folks. Check that out, All right, now what else is going on with some of these others? Guys, get excited and get happy. And also know, by the way, at your one-stop shop, Caleb Brown, for all your cryptocurrency needs, your brokerage needs are at your fingertips. All you need to do is go see how they are one-to-one backed and do not play around with your funds the way that other funny guy did from FTX, that little knucklehead, SPF there, right? They're open 20. They don't do that. They're open 24/7. They use Fireblocks institutional grade security to guard your crypto. And by the way, they scour 14 at least liquidity providers, and they'll do it themselves to give you the best price when it comes time to cash out. You can also set your target orders, your sell orders, and get all that shit ready like I did, stuff ready. And boy, you'll be sitting pretty and not worrying the next time the crypto makes its next jump to these heights that we all think it's going to go to. You could be playing games, doing whatever, and having an ice cream soda somewhere and enjoying yourself. And whilst your crypto cashes out for you into your bank account. Thank you very much. But be careful, please, because we don't want to cash out all of our crypto, do we? I don't think we do. Do we? I don't think I want to cash out all my X's. Let's put it that way. You guys tell me how you feel. I don't think I am going to cash out XRP, XLM, or XDC. I think I'm going to hold them. I don't think I'm touching H-bar either. I don't think I'm touching Quant either. Jeez, there's a lot I can't touch. You know why? Because I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm saying that in about 2 or 3 years, Quant's going to be out like frickin' $5,000 a coin, at least. XDC will be at about $3,000 to $5,000 a coin. Yes, I said that. XDC. Yes, totally awesome. You're welcome. Coming up in another few years, XDC will be at a few grand or so, probably $5,000. Yes. Shame on me for not paying more attention to the tokenomics and seeing the truth of it. And good job, totally awesome, for reminding me. I guess I saw the truth of it enough because I bought so much XDC way back that I literally puke it each day. I'm kidding, but yeah. Don't worry. We got this thing. Totally awesome. We're on track. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that you reminded me about what XDC really is. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate your reminder. And boy, look at, there's a lot of people in this space that I told about crypto, that friends of mine that actually bought it, and family members, and are holding it. Now, look, I'm not a financial advisor. So I still told them about it. They still they still researched, and then they purchased it because of how I tipped them. And I played a part, which is so beautiful, not in an ego sense, but in a good heart-feeling sense, that I helped someone. Take the glasses off for this one, so I can look right at you and say, think about all the people that you have told about HBAR, XRP, XLM, XDC that have actually listened to you, because there are some that listened and purchased. And think about how many X's, I'm not a financial advisor, in my opinion, how many gains they're going to have on these projects because you alerted them to that, and then hopefully they researched and then purchased them for themselves. Whoa, what a great feeling. Doesn't that feel good? I'm surprised we haven't burnt down yet. There's a lot of smoke around here. Guys, I want to know what you think. I want to know what you guys think about where this whole space is going. I am so curious to know where you guys think this whole thing is going. That I don't know. I mean, what I mean by that is, here, let me share this screen. Here's what I mean by this. What I mean is, I am so curious to know what you guys think about, let's say, XRP, for instance. And then we can grab XDC as well. Oh, come on. You got to be printing that hammer now. Come on. All right, let's look and see. Don't disappoint me now. Let's see a hammer. All right, let's get back to the 1 year, guys, on our line chart on XRP. All right, look at this. And again, I covered this. Let's get to the all. I covered this yesterday. I never finished my thought on it, by the way. Remember how we talked about trends, how these things go up to here? Watch. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin's all chart. Remember how we talked about this with this trend line, right? The obviousness of it, that clearly when we move on the timeline here, that we're going up here unless something happens. We'll have corrections and dips in between, but we're going up here, and we can draw a trend line here, right? We can do them for almost any of the cryptos. And it's like, well, yeah, of course, I see that. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tank. Yeah, I can see that. Because if we go to the all on Ethereum, we're looking at something similar, right? Hasn't done it yet. I say it kind of won't do it like you think it's going to do it. It should go to like 20 grand if we follow what I'm talking about when we get over here. But Ethereum is not going to do that because it's a piece of, whatever. It is what it is. It tries. It does the best that it can. It's trying to be the Sherpa that carries crypto up the blockchain mountain. It can't do it. The train is too slow and overloaded, and it's a moving train. And now to try to fix the locomotive now while everything's running on it just ain't going to happen. And if you know your stuff with crypto, you know the language I'm talking about, and I'm right. And we can ride a lot of stuff with layer 2s on top of it and help speed it up. This is not the answer. No, we all know that. It's not the answer to have everything run on a blockchain. That won't work, and everybody knows it. So Ethereum is trying to play it off still. They're trying to fake it. Ethereum's trying to fake it. Fake it till you make it, Ethereum. You ain't going to do it. Ethereum will not go here to 20 like it needs to. It'll go to like 9-ish, 10 grand or something. Whatever, that'll be a fizz out. That's the Yahoo or the Netscapes is Ethereum. And everybody say, "Oh, Tank, don't say that because now that means because the money has to go to Bitcoin first, and then it all has to flow into Ethereum, and then it has to all go into the alts. So you can't skip step number 2, Tank, or else we're not going to get step 3, which means our utility altcoins go to the moon." Shut the frick up! You don't even know what you're talking about. I've had people say that to me. That's what I want to say to them. Shut your mouth. Shut your effing mouth. You have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, but you got to be nice, though, to people, and you got to be nice to, the world, and I will, and I'll very kindly say, please don't talk. Very kindly. Please don't talk, because you don't know what you're saying. Please don't talk. You don't have a good read and a heartbeat on the future. Please don't talk. Please don't talk. You've not taken the past and assessed it accurately, therefore, to give you a nice crystal ball in the future with very good odds about the stuff you're spitting out. Please don't talk. Please don't talk. Please don't talk. No, I'm sorry. I'm not being mean. High IQ people talk. No, please let high IQ people talk. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the dills wills. Here's what I'm trying to tell you is that if you look at XRP, so I can finish my freaking thought. Finally, sorry, please. You sound like you're getting aggravated. I'm not. I'm trying to prove my point. I'm trying to prove my point here. Look at. Why are these even? That shouldn't be so. Why is this way down here? This pocket of activity. This double top we had, that dead cat bounce there. This activity here that I'm circling should be up here. This here should be up here. Doing that on purpose. Don't you guys get this? We should have a trend line going like this, and XRP should be following Bitcoin. But what happened? No, that ain't going to happen. Because here at this height back in December 22nd, it got lassoed up by the powers that be, called the SEC and the others that wanted to, I couldn't think of a good rhyme. That would have been awesome. Guys, they lassoed that little doggy up and say, you ain't getting away with the financial system. No, Ripple and XRP. No, we see what you're doing over there. Good stuff, by the way. Interesting. We didn't see, they admitted it too. The large bank, they're like, we didn't see that. We should have been creating DLT technology. We didn't get that. We're late to the party with the stable coin, everything. Oh my gosh, these kids, crypto. It's not just a bunch of kids in the basement with the heads on backwards. These kids are geniuses. What in the world? They should have had them working for us, Tom. Hey, Tom. Hey, hiring manager, you're fired. You missed all the crypto people. They should have been on our team. What? It's true, right? You know, maybe Tom's not fired, but geez, how did you miss this talent pool called crypto that's still high because they were hiding in their mom's basements playing video games and coding crypto? All right, here's the deal. This stuff's real. That time I did not mean to rhyme, and that's when it works the best. All right, this whole pocket of stuff's supposed to be up here. We're supposed to be up here, guys. Come on, will you please get real? This pocket's supposed to give us about a $7 XRP or so, 5 to 7. And this pocket on the timeline, and this pocket right here, we're supposed to be at about a $15 XRP right now. We're supposed to be at like a frickin' $15 XRP right now. We got halted. Will you please look at this chart and look at the fundamentals, guys? You are looking at the largest Cambrian explosion on a chart, the biggest beach ball that ever popped from the bottom of the ocean that you ever did see. You might as well put it down in the Mariana Trench. I don't know how the pressure is going to work with that. Maybe you do a steel beach ball. Titanium beach ball that can handle the pressures and drop it down in the Mariana Trench and then let it up out of the ocean and watch it shoot frickin' halfway to space. I thought that was an awesome analogy. That's what we're looking at. That's what XRP, that's what this chart tells you. Because all this stuff's supposed to be up here. And all this stuff's supposed to be up here about being suppressed. But all the stuff's happening in the world behind the scenes with NDAs and boom to make it have the connections and partnerships in the world as a company, Ripple, like on an Amazon level. What's going to happen when the switch turns on? What should have been up here, this and this, should have been up here, guys, because of thin liquidity added into the mix and the whole Cameron explosion coming into crypto. Guys, I don't know if you get this. I'm not a financial advisor. Do you see this picture? XRP almost kind of overnight in just a matter of weeks and months is going to go to like freaking $100. Do you guys get this? I don't think you guys understand this. Not my people. My people get it. I don't think the rest of the people out in the space get this. I really don't think they understand it. And it's okay. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm not, come on, I didn't get it either. I'm some knucklehead that didn't get it until just recently. But when I saw the light, boy, did I see the light, and boy, did I buy right. Who's that guy that say you can only hold tight if you bought right? To hold out through the peregrinations of the market? Yeah. You can only hold tight if you bought right. And you can only buy right, in my opinion, if things like this are turned on. You must be able to see through the mist with this. I wonder what people think out there in TV land, if they're like, this guy is wacky. I would think I'm wacky. If I heard me for the first time not taking the journey I've taken with some type of enlightenment that I've had in my life, everybody has, right? I've enlightened to a level. Now, when I go back pre-enlightenment to those early levels, oh boy, if I saw me now, I'd be like, you're a weirdo. And I'm sure people do. And thanks, Luke. I'm glad the audio sounds much better. Monsager says, just had a buddy buy $250 in XRP and $100 in HBAR. First time. Of course, it went down afterwards. Of course, it always does. And if that person just listened to you, of course, Monsager, that person would be like, now look, buddy, I love you, but geez, why you give me this bad advice? I mean, you just told me on this crypto thing, I buy it and it goes down. I mean, what gives here, guy? Now, if he did his own research, which I hope he did, conversely, very likely he would say, you know, the stuff's down. And by the way, thanks for tipping me because I just also bought more just now because it went down. Now, that would be the wise person that you told, or the person that is aware of how this stuff works. Yep, totally awesome. Nice work. Thanks, buddy. Hey, you know what? People are cool in the comments. I hope I'm right too, Monsager. We're just going to have to see. I think, now look at, there's somebody on the internet who says if it walks like a duck, he's not the only one. And it quacks like a duck, and you know the rest. It's probably a freaking duck, right? All right. If Ripple and XRP are saying, hey, this is what we want to do in the world, you got Brad Garland, yeah, you know, they'll know the whole history behind it. Greg Kidd, you know, former billionaire, used to work for the Fed, goes and brings, sorry, I'm having a Hulk moment, hold on. Sorry. Chris Larson at a card game is playing poker with, I don't know if you knew this, with Greg Kidd. Greg Kidd used to work for the Fed and already a billionaire, says, hey, you know what, Chris, I like what you got here. Let's take this thing to the moon here. I'm going to introduce you to the Fed. So he does, and he introduces Chris to the Fed. You guys probably know this story. And he also says, hey, now look, for what I'm going to do here, I won't even get paid. What I want to do is just go ahead and give me, 1% of XRP's float. How about that? So he gets like $1 billion XRP. It does Greg Kidd. Genius. Guy's genius. He says, I want to come work for you, just kind of like as an intern. Don't even pay me. All I want is 1% of that flow. You pay me like that. Okay, cool. So here we go. He, by the way, he started his company now, Digital Identity, and you're going to have to check that one out. But that's him. That's Greg Kidd. And so, yeah, so a little bit of history on this. So then we go ahead and we move forward. And, you know, David Schwartz used to work for the NSA, and he and Arthur Brito and Jed McCaleb created the XRP ledger way back, and probably because of NSA connections and things like that with David Schwartz, he probably was one of the ones that created Bitcoin, probably. We're all saying, very likely, come on. Because he said, hey, I created the XRP ledger because I wanted a better Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin actually ran on the ledger for a while. I don't know if you guys are aware of all this history. I bet you are. If you're not, you're new to the channel, you're new to crypto, you're getting a little education here, and it's interesting to me, so I'll tell you. Yeah, so I hope you're right was the comment from Monsager, and I'm kind of laying out how I kind of think I am right, and I think we're kind of all right. I'm laying down evidence of what happened in the world thus far, real world happenings, an evolution of the space. Ripple has not stopped. It's valued at something like 16 billion, 18 billion or something. Bless you, buddy. My pit bull sneezing. Bless you, little boy. Yeah, this stuff's not going away. We are about to realize a Cambrian explosion, particularly with XRP. Look at its chart, look at its real world fundamentals, look at how it's been suppressed like a steel beach ball that's been dropped to the bottom of the air, pushed to the bottom of the air, Mariana Trench, and is ready to shoot literally halfway to space once it gets its release. Comments say, my generation wants instant gratification, says Turkey Base. I know, mine too. At 54. How silly. Nothing worse. Don't you remember Chevy Chase's line in National Lampoon's Vacation when he's trying to teach his family with that old Atari on the screen of the family truckster? Take yourself back. They're getting ready to leave in the family truckster, that green station wagon, Woody thing. And do you remember? And he reminds the family that, come on, guys, this is going to be a great trip. Nothing worthwhile is ever easy. I quote Clark Griswold. What a statement. If these younger folks could understand that very few things in life that are very worthwhile are easy and are easily grabbed in a day. Easy come, easy go really is a statement. If it's a fleeting thing, it'll always be fleeting even when it slips away. Now, things that took and take stability and long and right to gather, we can hold and don't slip through the fingers so easily. We can hang on to these things if we wish. We could also release them. So, how many of my friends buy and sell when Turkey Base says when dips cause they're freaking out and they hold more than a damn week and then they get mad at me? I know what you're talking about, Turkey Base. And that is, these are for the folks that, now look at, these people have not found their way yet. Turkey Base and others understand, and Frank understand, relax, that once these folks find their way with their own research and their understanding of crypto and investments and how this thing works, and that, crypto's like, and investments are like anything else. I mean, you go through Walmart and you want to get that awesome, blow up kayak, and you go right when summer's starting, you're going to pay your $500-600 for that awesome one, $700. You know what I mean? Go ahead and walk into Walmart at the end of the season when it's got ready to be winters and see what happens with the price of them things when they're trying to get rid of them on a fire sale. Don't you go buy it then when it's like $350, $300? Yeah, literally, that's what happens. They do like 60% off at Walmart with a big yellow sticker on it. You ever see this? And they used to do it right in the end cap or right in the middle of the aisle. Guys, are you paying attention? Let's get ready to end this thing. Let's get a little more action. Let's get ready to end this thing. Let's get a little more action before we close this thing out. Let's get to, very quickly, Bitcoin and my call. Okay, so here's my call. Bitcoin. Here's the all. Here's the 1 year. Here's the 1 month. All right. Here's our valley, our dip. Here's our 7-day climbing up the mountain. And I'm saying we're not done. Here's our 1 day. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to bust well past this, I'm saying, over the next day or two. That's my call. I say we're going up here to 125-ish or so. I could very well be wrong, but I'm calling 125 this weekend. That's where we're going this weekend. Look at this hammer printing on this 1 day. Printed on the 1 day. Guys, have a great day today. I hope you enjoy it. I really hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you to Turkey Base, Monsager, everybody that came into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy today. You know I've been Frank the Crypto Tank. You know I'm sometimes Professor Tank, as I was today. And we have our, to close this thing out, we have our Bitwise, 21 shares, CoinShares, WisdomTree, Grayscale. We've got Franklin Templeton and another number of other Canary Capital. We've got a number of other XRP ETFs coming your way. Very likely this fall we'll get about 6. I'll bring my voice down to try to be very DJ interesting like this and say have a great weekend. And thank you for joining us here on Crypto Info, Blockchain Made Easy with the Tank. Please do not forget to tap that like and subscribe button down below. And please do not forget to tap our Caleb link Have a good weekend. Hope you guys are having fun with your life, guys. We got so much of it. Have fun.